Hey, I believe it's Thursday today? Yeah, Thursday. So, happy Thursday, everyone. I'm back. We had a brief problem with videos because Jen's internet decided to be ridiculous and not let her post anything, which is quite unfortunate, considering, like, you're supposed to have internet in order to do your homework, what you're supposed to do if it doesn't work. So, hopefully that gets itself fixed away quite soon. But since Shannon was talking about Glee on Tuesday, that sparked an idea for my video. I'm not going to talk about Glee. I'm actually going to talk about the 90s music. Considering the fact that's what I grew up on, which also included Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Spice Girls, etc., etc., etc. I believe LFO was around there too. But back to what I was talking about. I grew up on all of those bands I just told you about, and my favorite actually was the Backstreet Boys. I know. Everyone's like, it's a huge debate. Which one's better, Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? I personally like the Backstreet Boys. I had a crush on Brian. Just saying. But I just like their music a lot better, and well, they weren't necessarily better dancers. I have to admit, NSYNC had pretty good dance moves, but Backstreet Boys, their music was better to me. I enjoyed listening to their music a lot more. I remember, what was the first song they came out with? I don't remember, but I remember getting their CD Millennium. And I remember after that, I actually ended up getting the original CD because I never got the original CD until like after I got the second one, which makes absolutely no sense. But I remember listening to it for hours and hours and hours on end. All I did was listen to Backstreet Boys, and then I got into Britney Spears. Yes, I went through that phase too. I went through it. I still have to admit, her first CD is still my favorite. I don't know why my camera keeps going out of focus. Please stop doing that. But her first CD is my favorite. I was a big fan of Yes, Hit Me Baby One More Time. I can't do the dance. Don't ask me to do it. Don't ever. It won't ever happen. And then, yes, I listened to NSYNC a little, but not to the extent I listened to the Backstreet Boys. Then Christina Aguilera was also around in those days when she was first starting. I have to admit, I actually like her earlier stuff better as well. It seems like a lot of the 90s bands I grew up on, I have a tendency to enjoy their older stuff a whole lot better than the newer stuff, even though Britney Spears actually has a lot of pretty good stuff on her later CDs from the new millennium. Excuse me. But overall, 90s music was actually really good if you really think about it. In comparison to now, which is seems like it's mainly like hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. It just doesn't tickle my fancy. I'm more of a fan of the pop type scene, so that's probably why I'm always going to be a 90s kid. And I'm running out of time, so we'll see you later.